So with that being said, I think I'm going to say what is up, everybody, and welcome to this week's Taste Test Challenge. This week is another suggestion from somebody named Emily. I have no idea who you are, but thank you for the suggestion. This week I'm going to be doing fish fillets. I've got a Mrs. Pauls and a Gortons fish fillet. Now I cooked these in the air fryer. I'll show you right here. I put them in the air fryer. Cooked them both the same time, same temperature, both in the fryer at the same time, so they're cooked exactly the same. Now, I did have to change the size of the Gortons because it was a little bit longer. So basically, I cut off the tip of the Gortons, and then I also cut off the tip of the Mrs. Pauls so that I wouldn't have that front breading around the front, so when I take it and taste it, I wouldn't know which one is which. So they are now both the exact same size. Like I said, they both were done at the same time. They're the same temperature. I had to let them cool off a little bit because they are really hot. But anyway, I'm going to get this started here, get this done. Robert's Vlog. Like and subscribe. Share. Tell your friends. All right, here we go. Let's see what this brings. Alright, so now I am not a fish eater at all. I will have breaded fish. I have had breaded fish, but it is very, very, very rare that I have fish. Now I did have to buy a bag and a box, so over the next several days, I'm probably going to be having some fish and cheese sandwiches, since that's the way I like fish, is with some cheese on it in a sandwich. That's the only way I'll eat it. But normally, I do not do fish at all, period, at all. Breaded, plain, sushi, whatever, I do not do fish. But this was a suggestion. I thought it was a good one. Now, doing my research, Gortons is the most popular brand of, like breaded fish. Fish sticks, fish fillets, like these are. Mrs. Pauls, surprisingly, is quite far down on the list. It's like 8th or 9th from what I looked up. Darn, I can't remember the name of the one that was like number 2 or number 3. It is a popular brand. I can't think of it right now. I should have looked it up before I started this, but I didn't. But anyway, I'm doing Gortons versus Mrs. Pauls. That was the request to try this. So we're going to see here how this turns out. Like I said, I am not a fish eater at all. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to tell the difference between these two, to be honest with you. But alright, I'm going to try the one on this side first. Hopefully it ain't too hot. It's got a very buttery flavor to it. Very buttery flavor. Alright. Try this side. Alright, that one's got more of the fish flavor in it, which I'm not a big fan of. Okay, yeah, this side here, I'm sure it's in the breading, but it's got a very buttery flavor to it. Yeah, there really is not much of a fish flavor in there. I'm tasting more of the breading on that one. More of the breading. I'm tasting the butter in the breading. There really is not a whole lot of fish flavor in there. See, now that one has the fish flavor. I can take the fish, taste the fish flavor in there. Which, like I said, I'm not a big fish fan. So, with that being said, and with knowing, looking up that Gortons is like the top breaded fish, frozen fish, breaded fish sticks, fish fillets across the country. I mean, hands down. I mean, the other ones didn't even come close, you know, as far as percentage-wise that I looked up. This one here has more of the fish flavor with the breading on it. This one I'm tasting just like a lot of butter flavoring. A lot of butter flavoring. Not that much of the fish flavoring in it. So with that being said, I think I'm going to say this one here on this side is the Gortons, and this one here on this side is the Mrs Pauls. So it'd be Gortons on this side, Mrs Pauls on this side. Only because Gortons, very popular, best-selling breaded frozen fish. Mrs Pauls is very far down the list, to my surprise. But like I said, this was more of just like a butter. I mean, I tasted butter. That's what I tasted, with a slight hint of fish, where this one, I tasted the fish, tasted the batter. The batter was just a little, you know, not really much flavor in the batter, but I did taste the fish in this one. So I'm going to say Gortons on this one, Mrs Pauls on this one. Oh, wow. That is a big surprise. Very big surprise. I did not see that coming at all. I thought I was sure on this one. But wow. Yeah, see the Gortons here, all I got was like a buttery flavor. I mean, even looking at the breading on here now, the Gortons is very smooth type of flavor, where the Mrs Pauls has got the bubbly, battered flavor. But I mean, the fish taste on the Mrs Pauls was, wow, that's very surprising. That is very, very surprising. Okay, well, I got that wrong. Wow, okay. So now I am 20-9. But wow, that is very surprising. I thought I had that for sure. But Mrs Pauls, yeah, great fish flavor on that. The Gortons, a lot of butter on there. A lot of butter. I don't think, yeah, it's just, they're both the same, crispy battered. Whatever that means. Crispy battered, yeah, they're both the same. Wow, yeah. Big difference in the taste. Big difference. And wow, Mrs Pauls, wow, that's amazing. Amazing. And if I remember right, I think the Mrs Pauls was a little bit cheaper than the Gortons. I mean, you're paying for the name on the Gortons. But wow, guys, yeah. Wow, Mrs Pauls. I mean, if you're a Gorton eater, good for you, but you might want to try the Mrs Pauls. You really might want to try the Mrs Pauls. Wow. Very surprising. That one was very surprising. Very, very surprising. Okay, so I am now 20-9. That is this week's Taste Test Challenge. Very surprised to me. Taste Test Challenge. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this Taste Test series, give me a thumbs up. Just go right down under this window. Hit that thumbs up. It helps me out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel. I do these taste tests every Tuesday morning is when they drop. So if you like that, give me a thumbs up. Share it on your social media. Show people. Get more people interested. That would be greatly appreciated. And that, guys, is this week's, surprisingly, Taste Test Challenge. I will see you next Tuesday. Later, guys. Wow, that was... I did not expect that at all.